It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Hey yo, it's Lyarrah, and you join me today back here on Truly Bedrock, where I may have had an encounter with a wandering trader in the meantime. Yeah! So, hooray for mob heads. I really adore these. Yeah, I have been huddling down here in Mr. Beardstone's spider farm. Well, for one, getting lots of spiders and apparently one skeleton at some point. Okay. And for two, well, waiting for my turtles to hatch. This right here was a barrier to keep the slimes out. It seems to have mostly worked. I think we also at some point in time just started using up the whole mob cap. So more weren't even spawning. Which is good because last I saw the iron golem, he had, oof, that would have been deadly. Yeah, he'd wandered all the way out of render distance over there. Anyway, well, yeah, I was gonna say we should have had some turtles hatching by now, and, we did. Huh. Hi there, friends. This is, oh. Wait, what are you doing over there? Hello? I'm gonna get my armor on real quick. Hold up. Okay, now that I'm properly armed again, well, I guess what we are learning here is that on Bedrock, slabs don't do the dirty work for you the way that they do on Java. Those turtles would have just died on Java. Like, they would have just crushed to death, suffocating in there. But they seem pretty good, which unfortunately means that they... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I know I said that I wanted free-range turtles in here, but that's not exactly what I had in mind. I guess maybe I will leave them be for right now. I will talk to Mr. Beardstone about how he feels about it, and we will unfortunately, tragically, have to pare this down to, you know, just two of them in there, and I always feel so bad about this part. Well, let's see. Did we at least get... We got 6 scoots out of that, which means that some of them probably... Well, obviously some of them grew up there, and so their scoots didn't get picked up. And some of them may have made it down there before they grew up, for all I know. Oh, this is a mess. Well, the good news is that this still gives me enough for 2 turtle helmets, which means 1 for me... And, one, I guess, for Dadcraft and Zap to fight over, since they're the 2 that'll inevitably want one. As for you over here, mister, I'm gonna have to ask you to return to the premises, try to hire a security guard, and they just leave. Yes, there you go. Or not. Well, I guess that problem did take care of itself. Well, I guess the logical thing to do at this point is just breed those 2 up. Let them do their... hello? Stop looking at me and look at each other. What I'm learning is that this design just is not going to function any of the ways that I'd like it to. Honestly, though, this is kind of frustrating because I've used basically this design before and never had this problem. And I know it was on Bedrock because I didn't bother with turtle helmets much on Java. Well, I'm just gonna have to figure out different design for the whole shebang, which is fine because it's ugly. Like, it's ugly anyway. I did a bad job of it anyway. This is totally not lit enough. Yeah, that is a lot of turtles down there. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna take a minute to figure out what I want to do about this situation. Because it's a bit of a wreck, obviously. And we're going to need a solution. But I think in the meantime, I'm going to very carefully harvest this sucker out. Surprise! For the 2nd episode in a row, we have just suddenly me out at the mining desert. But this is where I go to think, apparently. So yeah, I realized that I was going to definitely want to do some terraforming in there before I set up the turtle farm properly, since I'm going to have to make a lot of changes to it. Also, this guy seems incredibly stuck. And there's another one just casually down in here too. What am I making you guys for? Like, come on, get out of there. Are you 3 wide? Can you not fit? They're 3 wide. That meant I was going to need a fair amount more of the iron ore, because that actually is completely perfect for the kind of bubbly surface that I am talking about wanting to have. And well, one iron ore vein that I definitely still have not even gotten all of later. We have almost a full row of iron blocks. Pretty close to one. We also have nearly 3 shulkers each of tough and of cobbled deep slate. So if I need any of that, we're pretty covered. Let me just tell you though, it has been an absolute experience actually digging through these. Like, it's every which way, and I probably still have missed. Yep, see, there's some more right there. If you haven't just attacked one of these ore veins yet, I cannot recommend it enough. It was like great. I guess stress relief is one way to describe it. Ooh, surprise gold. But it kept me busy for like 3 hours on stream. And I even had to repair my pickaxe once in order to keep going. And at its peak, before I started getting, through to the little nitty-gritty hidden bits like I'm working on over here, I was getting like literally a stack a minute of iron ore between Fortune 3 and just how dense it is. Mind you, also, every time that I think that I've exhausted the thing, I just find more. It just keeps going. And you also have occasionally just wild bean blocks. Just pre-made already, you know? Anyway, what my plan is to finish exhausting this pickaxe, which shouldn't take too much longer. And then we're gonna head back on over to the cave and get things going again. Look at this, we're down at Bedrock. I have seen portions of this vein that go clear up into the stone layers at 0, and now we're all the way down to Bedrock. When did that get here? Alright, so this is how I see things right now. We now have all kinds of ore that we want to go ahead and terraform down here with. Just, like cover everything, dig up parts of it to cover more of it. There's also going to be some other parts that we want to dig out over here. For one, I want to go ahead and flatten these down to about here and then hollow them out a bit to put water in. For another, I kind of want to go ahead and dig up the iron vein that's over here too. But all of that is going to be way more tedious than necessary if I don't have a beacon for it. And well, as you saw, also for some reason I'm at the end of my ender chests. Oof. As you saw, I did go ahead and pick up the stuff for one. The thing about that is that I'm a bit of a wimp. I know, wimp is not the word that you'd expect me to use for myself, but withers, man. I hate withers. So what I'm thinking is that I need to go ahead and grab a couple of totems to go fight this thing better with. Also, yes, that will make like my 7th trip out to the mining mesa and less days than that. But who's counting? I thought there were totems over here. I guess not. Maybe in the nether? I am seriously going to kill Zoe for putting this in like the least convenient place it could have been in the whole town. Like, Seriously, it's convenient to him and him only, which tracks. Alright, carrots, rockets, whatever. Oh, logs. Logs and whatever he dumped out of his inventory, I guess. Jeez. Slime and glow ink. And I know there's a few shops at people's bases as well. All this is serving to do is remind me that I don't have my base hooked up to the nether yet. Alright, dumb ways to dye kits. Free boxes of junky stuff. Shulkers. Magma cream, bones, and coal. I think I'm good. Oh, Foxy's put his shop in the nether now too. Ooh, he's selling gunpowder. Yeah, don't mind if I do. The iron's kind of tempting too, but I'm kind of think I might take on a challenge of like only using iron that I have actually mined. I would do the same for gold, but there's a chance I'm going to want a bartering farm properly, in which case I will need way more gold than the Mesa has to offer. Jesse, who is online right now, but who I also know would not have that kind of a shop. And I know I've checked with Slack already, he doesn't have one. So, yeah, just all around looking like the answer is no. Now, this, of course, means that the logical course of action is to do a raid or two to get myself some totems. And I think I know where a good village to do that is. Out by the mining mesa, because there's a village that has a pillager tower right on top of it. Thing is, from there, though, that for one... I haven't bothered with netherite on any of my armor, and I kind of need, at least on the boots and the chest plate, to kind of make up for the fact that we only wear gold pants in this house. And also, I have the stuff for turtle helmets, and I still haven't bothered to actually make them or enchant them. Seriously, the sooner that I make another portal, the sooner that Beardy can stop making money off me. Okay, I mean, he's got golden carrots. He's still going to make money off me. Alright, the scoots from this side. The scoots from this side. And I do already have somebody who has claimed the final helmet. Well, the second helmet. So one of them is just popping right in there. My thing of raw iron is popping right there so that I'll know where it is. And we're... You know what? No, we're making a portal first. Alright, let's find a nice little back corner of lava somewhere that I won't feel bad about disturbing. Dang, it is downright volcanic in here. Oh yeah, so this big cave is a thing. And it's a thing that I haven't really had a chance to show on screen yet. And apparently it involves busted... Yeah. Like, I did see a spawner down there, but these ones are missing stuff. I wonder if somebody broke them out? Or what's happening there? How about the one up there? Yeah, that one's just not there either. Why would you break out 3 of them? Well, that one maybe got caught in the cross spawn, but... Would you break out 3 of them but not the last one? That's weird. But this big, absolutely glorious cave... was the other place that I nearly settled in, because it is absolutely beautiful. Like, out. Just look at this place. Look how huge it is! Oh, it's amazing, and I love it so much, and it's so pretty, and there's so many hilarious lava fill up to updates there, but you know what? It's good. It's good times. And it connects to my place somewhere over here. Don't mind the fact that I'm on fire. I'm a pro flyer, really. There we go. Perfect. This little back corner here. Nobody's going to miss this. Which, pro tip, if you're mining large amounts of obsidian, doing kind of a checkerboard thing like this. Ooh, diamonds. yoink, so that it solidifies the obsidian underneath as well. Will help cut down on how much you lose to the lava, in my experience. So we just kind of put that up there, and we need to get ourselves 24 of these bad boys because, yeah, I would definitely like to do odd number portals. I like them better. It's funny because I'm actually somebody who prefers even numbered builds overall. But I just recognize that portals are nice to be able to center. They make nicer tunnels that way. Now we just gotta find our way back out to my cave. That's a dead end. Aha, nope. Nope, that is also not it. Yep, definitely lost. Gonna just go back around in the big cave. Found a random geode though. Never mind, found it. So I think around here feels like a fair estimate for where I'm gonna want my portal. Slap some torches on top. Realize that yet again, I have no way of lighting this. Yay, fortune. And we'll go ahead and light this sucker. And then proceed to, instead of going through it, just do some math, which is actually like hilariously easy math. Wow, I chose a perfect way to put it. So that's negative 108 by negative 100, or by positive 100. Yes, positive. I don't have enough rockets to get back to town. False alarm, there was plenty in my ender chest. And you know what, as long as we're passing through town on the way back to the nether, let's just go ahead and enchant the turtle helmet and drop off. That was that was tired Lyarrah for all this stuff, in case you're not familiar with the language. There we go, that's good enough. That's not my most ideal set of enchants for it, but it's a darn good set, so we'll take it. Buy ourselves a couple of mending books because my trident's also out of them. I'm realizing that my sword doesn't have mending yet either, but I think I want to keep it that way for right now because I think it'll be a little bit more convenient to not have it trying to suck up experience. So maybe I can go ahead and actually like get experience on other things as I go. And now, ah, yes, much better. That's how we're supposed to look. Still got to get these boots netherite, but close enough. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. So, negative 108 be about here. And by 100 is that way. So, does anybody have... I guess nobody has tunnels directly out that way. And of course, it's also not quite on the platform. Really, guys? Really? Well, we'll just grab some stuff from my friends over here. Negative 108. Regular 100. And for good measure. Alright, well this is not the least safe nether portal I've ever owned, but it's up there. But hopefully it's going to actually sync together and not like take me to Beardstones or Foxies or something. And we're through! Yes! I mean, it's still like almost as much of a pain to get in and out of the hub from here, but we'll go with it. Alrighty, so in between that last clip and now, I have solved my totem problems. However, I'm not just going to wave a magic wand and say that I have solved my totem problems. Or rather, I am for the moment, because what happened is that I managed to recruit one Miss Jessie B. And we had quite the amount of shenanigans, enough so that it deserves to be its own episode. But we're not going to do that right now. Instead, what we're going to do is be over here at Jade's base. Lady Maribel Jade has set up this challenge for the rest of us. Then it involves much diggy, as you can probably tell. Bedrock or bust. Clear out your 16 by 16 area the fastest and win 10 diamond blocks. Rules. Pick one area and clear out all the blocks down to bedrock. If there's water, that too. 2, put your name in this book with your time. You get to keep all the materials you want. So far we've had Piggy with 5 hours and 10 minutes, Jesse with 3 hours and 49 minutes, and Beardy with shrugs. He just kind of blew it up and didn't keep track of the time. We don't have any explosives, but we do have some wits, in my opinion, at least. So you may notice that there's like not much in the way of cave down this. This is pretty solid the whole way down. And in fact, whoever's this one is hasn't even finished it as a result. This one, same deal, solid all the way down. Meanwhile, if you mosey just right over here, you'll notice that there's a lack of anything in here. There's just no blocks until, like, what is this? What is this? 35? So that's a significant section that's clear. And I thought to go ahead and check through these. This one is not mine, but it clearly had a large amount of space in it. That one, however, is mine. And if you look here, there is big cave there. There is big ravine stretch here. Getting back out of it is very wee. And just in general, yeah, it's looking very much like it has a lot of holes in it. I also thought there was a lot of water in it, so we actually went and got sponges. That was a long adventure in of itself, but hey, you know, I've got 36 sponges between what I have on me and what is in a furnace. But I think that I'm going to be able to get through this pretty quick. I already did hollow out just a little bit here. We worked on it for about 12 minutes, which is already on my timer. And which is how come I know that I may not actually need the sponges after all. I have a feeling that there isn't that much that's actually within my zone. Whoops. But we are going to time-lapse it, which explains why there's a bouncing piece of iron in front of us. That would be my camera account, Titan Lyarrah. And we're going to get her a platform to stand on real quick because I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Yeah, that feels like a pretty good spot to be time-lapsing from. Probably why there's that pillar there too, is somebody else time-lapsing. So we'll clear this back out. We'll get her sat up there, and y'all get to watch a time-lapse of this whole thing disappearing while I stream. Well, fam, we've done it. Where once there was, well, I can't even call it solid rock. There was some pretty big caves in it. But where once it existed, now it does not. I have it cleared out all the way down to bedrock, and I feel kind of ripped off because there was only 8 diamonds in the whole thing, and they were like all the way down at the bottom. Yeah, kind of sad. But what I am not sad about is that I have so far won. Now, mind you, there's still a few other plots, so I could be beat yet, but we are at 3 hours and 31 minutes, which is another 18 minutes faster than Jessie did hers. Yes, I feel a little bad, because, like, Jess did a lot more work. Hers was very solid, and she had a very clever way of dealing with hers that I will not show you because that is hers to show. Also, I still am not sure if I was supposed to clear out the parts that are actually under the wool or not. Some people have and some people haven't. Like, this person did, whoever that was, Beardy. But Jessie and Piggy left this one wide barrier between them. So between those, I don't feel right taking the prize for myself if I do win. Like, mind you, I could still lose. There are still other plots, like I said, so who knows? Somebody may come along over here and they may just zoom it down in 2 hours. Maybe somebody will take the best of my technique and Jessie's technique and just completely demolish one of these ones that still has a bunch of blocks missing in it. Like, that should be easy. But if no one does, I have already made up my mind that I will split the prize with Jess if that does happen. Because like I said, she worked real hard. She worked way harder on hers than I did on mine. And for hers to be solid rock and her to only take about 15 more minutes is just extraordinary. Like, she did good. So yeah, I would feel guilty taking it from her, and I am just going to go ahead and split if we do win. But I think that is where I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go for today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure you leave a like. If you're new here and you want to hang out again next time, hey, make sure you subscribe. Take care, everybody. See if I can do this without having death number 3.